So over the course of the first week, I realized really quick that I had to be intentional about the task that these were adding because I'm adding a lot on my plate. These morning workouts, afternoon, evening walks, which is what our outside workouts are. Morgan and I go on an evening walk together, and we use that as our together time, but also as our outdoor workout. Um, the diet wasn't that hard. I can be unintentional about that because you just take some things out and you just walk with it. But it's the things that require scheduling, things that come in and you have to move some things around that require intention first. Getting a morning workout in, getting up a little earlier and knocking one out before you hit the day. My clock generally goes off at 7 and I'm up getting ready, getting the kids ready to go to school so I can get my day moving. So I have to get up early to get that done and prepared to move forward with the day. The evening workout, sometimes moving dinner around. The other night, Morgan had a conference that she led worship at, and it went a little long, and she didn't get home till 11 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock, we went out and did our nightly 45-minute walk, which was, Friday. I think it was a Friday. It was a Friday night. It's just weird being out that late at night, walking the streets. Like, oh Lord, what's going to happen? All the things. Um, but we got it done before midnight. Uh, then over the next couple of days, there was one night we went out and walked, and there was a storm moving in, but we thankfully got in before that hit. But we got a little bit wet and got some wind blown hair and beard as it goes. Um, but I've realized with the workout and the scheduling, it requires intention. But the task that's been hardest for me, it's the drinking the water because it's not something you can just do. I can go put a 45-minute workout into my schedule. Say, I'm taking this 45 minutes to do this. Check it off, go take a shower, and move about my day. But even reading the book, I can set 30 minutes aside to get 10 pages of a book in each day. I can, at the end of the night before we go or as we get done working out, get the progress photo taken. But I think the one thing that seems to me to be the hardest, and in the email they sent out, they said there's a lot of people who fail in the 75 hard because of water intake. Because you get busy in your day, you don't think about it, you're not intentional about it, and before you know it, it's just fell off your list, and you're about to go to bed, and you've got a whole gallon of water to drink, and if you drink that much at that late, you're going to be sick or not going to bed because you're going to be peeing every 20 minutes, right? So there's people who have started over, and it was even a conversation with Morgan and I. One of the first couple of nights is like, I may not be able to get the water in, but I'll do everything else. And it's like, well, that's a failure. I think that's what we have to learn in life is sometimes there's things that we just don't do because it requires us to be intentional. We Those things that we generally will just let them fall off. And it may happen once. We're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll push it off. But once you do it once, you create a slippery slope. Once you put an off ramp in your day of whatever that thing is, once you take that easy exit once, you now know it's available. It removes your intentions because your intentions are now to do it if it's easy, if you can make time for it, if it's going to not interrupt anything else. See, this is the same thing with our families. Like realistically, we put easy off ramps in, and if we have wickets in place, if this doesn't upset my day, if this doesn't upset if it fits into what I want to do, then I'll be available for it. I'll do it. But I could care less how it affects anybody other than me. We get selfish in this place. Because at the end of the day, the question remains, what are your intentions? If you're a husband, a father, a mother, a wife, your intentions have to be connected to your spouse and your kids. That's your calling. It is who you are. You can't have kids and then constantly be put off that you have to be available to them. You can't build their schedules around you, especially when they're small. Yeah. It frustrates me at times when people get frustrated with their kids. Oh my gosh, they have to go to this, they have to do that. I want to do this, I want to do that. Well, you know what? You had kids. And when you said yes to having a kid, when you made that decision, it's not easy. It's not simple. You choose to live your life with your kids. And if you're a good father, a good mother, then you seek to advance them. You seek to help them and to walk into what they're supposed to be, not become baggage for what you want to be. Your legacy then as a mother or a father is through what your kids do. You don't get to be lazy at being a parent.